Hey, how you doing there, everyone? It is Terrific Thursday, December 28th, year 2023. Yep, countdown to 2024. So what do you got for New Year plans? Anyway, I'm Mazske Finance, coming to you currently from the country of Panama. Not sure how much longer I'll be in this country. Maybe forever, maybe not. Anyway, as always, I'm not a financial advisor, not a CPA, not an attorney, and I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nutritionist, nothing like that. I'm just sitting here drinking my cup of green tea. Anyway, is all you want to do is dance? Is it? Is that what everyone wants to do? All you want to do is dance, right? Have fun, yeah. So what are you doing again? New Year's Eve, countdown time. Are you headed out? Are you meeting up with friends and family? Are you staying home, just you and by yourself? You staying home with your partner? Having any family or friends come to your house? Going to any family or friend's house? Going to a party at a club? What might you be doing? Let me know below. I don't know who most of you are. Just put it in the comments. What are you doing for New Year's Eve? Keep this in mind. I read something by Jared Dillon. I think his name is. Don't say anything if I got his name wrong. I think it's the name. He's a guy. He has blogs, emails, a website. He's written a couple books. He actually attended the United States Coast Guard Academy and did his 5 years service, I believe, and got out, became some sort of financial guy. And he's into stocks more now, to generalize, and I don't think he's really into real estate, but he sends out some interesting stuff. So what did he say? I forget the word he said in his email. He cautioned everybody about going out on New Year's Eve because I know what he said. Something to the effect, this is not a quote, something to the effect that New Year's Eve is the amateur's night. It's the amateur's night. It's the night that when someone has a New Year's Eve, like say if I had a little club right here, and I said, New Year's Eve dinner, New Year's Eve, I got a DJ, I got a band, I got whatever, $50 a couple, and I provide something. I'd probably have a more fuller house than I ever have, because folks want to come out. It's the Old Lang Syne, it's the new year coming in. But think about yourself. Is all you want to do is dance? Or, as I made a video the other day, are you not dancing and you're just trudging through life, the drudgery of life? Tick tock, tick tock. We all get older. We take another breath. We can't stop that. It's called the process of aging. Once you're born, the countdown clock has started. You will die. No matter who you are, or what you think, or even if someone says you will live to be 1,000 years old, eventually that 1,000 years will come to an end, or those 100 years will come to an end, or those 80 years will come to an end. And I'm not being morbid, nothing like that. What I'm saying is, you got to know how to dance. Now, you can't dance your life away, but none of us know the last day we will have on earth. But that doesn't mean you party your life away. So what do? You don't party your life away. You don't dance your life away. You don't trudge through life grinding out that 40 to 45 hour work week, sitting in traffic here to get there and get back. So what do? Mazske will tell you what you got to do. You got to get a plan. You got to focus. You got to, my way of saying it, take out a piece of paper, write down your goals. A lot of folks, even the younger folks, I believe, think about New Year's resolutions. Write them down. If you want to call them resolutions, you want to call them goals, objectives, things you want to do, write them down. Maybe you write them on your phone. But if you write them on a piece of paper, that paper, you can tape it on your wall. You can lay it on your pillow when you leave the house in the morning to see it have it on your nightstand. Have it wherever. You can take a picture of it and have it on your phone even. You can put it as your screen, your wallpaper on your phone. But write down what your goals are. What are your goals in 2024? Do you want to dance a little more? Do you want to be, 25 years ago, maybe, MySpace, remember MySpace? I think on my page, maybe it was on Facebook, I had it. You know, you live for today, You plan for tomorrow and you cherish the memories of yesterday, right? You got to live for today. That doesn't mean you party your life away, because odds are tomorrow's going to come. But if all you do is plan for tomorrow and don't have fun along the way and don't stop to smell the roses and enjoy your children when they're born and get involved in their activities so you can accompany them as the parent, you don't know when your last day is coming. And if all you do is work, then what? If all you do is focus on investing, you got to have some fun along the way. There's got to be a balance, okay? And along with that balance, we got to stay healthy. Because what's the point? I've said it 100 times. What's the point of getting wealthy if you're not healthy? Okay? So you got to have a balance. I have a swimming pool right there. Should I be in that pool right now? Swimming? Exercising? Lounging? Instead of making this video? I have a beach 8 minutes away that way. Should I be on that beach walking right now, or lounging in the ocean, or laying in the sand? I have a town not too far away. Should I be getting ready to go out and get lunch in a restaurant? Or should I be sitting here making a video with you guys, trying to hopefully help one of you to have a better future? Okay? So you're thinking to yourself, Maskey, what are you talking about? What goals do I write down? I do want to dance, but I want to have a plan for tomorrow. All right, so what do? First things first, get your financial picture in order. Meaning, take a snapshot of where you are today. No matter what your age is. Are you 18 years old? Are you 25 years old? Are you 32 years old? Are you 47 years old? Are you 72 years old? Take a picture, write it down where you are today. It's like your balance sheet. What do you own? What do you owe? What debt do you have? What liabilities? Do you have student debt? Do you have mortgage debt? Do you have car payments? Do you have medical payments? What do you owe? What do you have? Do you own your car free and clear? Do you own your house? Do you have a mortgage but you paid it down and your value's gone up? Do you own some gold or silver or stocks or real estate? What do you own? Okay? And if you take what you owe and subtract what you owe, you come up with your net worth. Now, you can't live on net worth, right? You can't live on net worth. You live on cash flow. You live on a paycheck, right? So you need cash flow. If you only own gold, or you only own raw land, you need income to live off of. What provides income? A job provides income, right? If you were born to rich families, maybe you got an annuity set up to pay you when you're 21, and maybe that's positive cash flow. But most of us weren't born to rich families. Most of us do work a job. So what do? There's a couple different things you can do. You save some money. You pay down some debt, because with debt you pay interest, right? You pay down your debt. You figure out a plan to pay it down. But then at the same time as you're paying debt down, depends on how bad your debt is, how high it is, you got to start saving some cash. You got to build up some cash. Now, as you do that, there's a couple options you have. You could, with literally $5, $10, $25, if you wanted, buy a fractional share of a dividend-paying stock. Why do I say a dividend-paying stock? Because that dividend-paying stock is now paying probably like a quarterly dividend. If you only buy a fractional share, you're probably only getting a penny or two, but that penny or two is positive cash flow, right? But the point is, you got to get started. You got to take the first step, because you got to start somewhere. So maybe you buy those dividend stocks and you get 1, you get 2, you get 3, and you don't take the dividends. You can't live on a penny, so you don't take them. And those dividends, start buying more fractional shares. And if you start when you're 18, by golly, by the time you're 40, 50, 60, you're probably going to have a chunk of money, because you keep putting money in, you keep buying more dividend-paying shares, dividend-paying stocks. You buy dividend queens, dividend kings. You can Google it, dividend queens, dividend kings. quality, old school quality companies that just pay dividends. They raise them for a period, every year for a period of 25 years or 50 years if they're queens or kings. Okay? Or maybe you buy your first rental property. If you buy a rental property, keep in mind, things are going to break, tenants are going to move out, roofs are going to need to be replaced, sinks are going to be clogged, sewer lines are going to be clogged, you're going to have to do repairs. Your home may sit empty for a period of months, as some of mine have. Almost a year for some of mine. Okay? So you got to be able to ride out that storm, right? Which means you got to have cash reserves. You got to have the cash. So if you're just starting out and you got a job and you're saving a large part of that paycheck, because maybe you're single or you got a dual income couple there and you're saving a large part of the income, maybe you buy that first rental property and you got plenty of paycheck money coming in that will cover repairs for the first one and maybe even for the second one. But as you keep growing, you need to save up money, because you pay, if you all of a sudden you have 5 mortgages and 5 tenants move out, can your paycheck pay those 5 mortgages, right? So you better have some cash reserves. Or say 5 roofs go bad at the same time. Can your paycheck cover those 5 roofs? Only you can answer that question. Okay? So dividend stocks are safer, right? Because you don't have any expenses. But the stock market can go down. But these companies, the dividend queens and kings, they typically keep paying their dividends. Yes, occasionally some company will cut their dividend. But if you get the quality companies, they usually keep paying their dividend and they still increase the dividend. If they become a dividend queen, they don't want to lose that. So they figure out a way to keep increasing their dividend, because the dividend queen is 25 consecutive years of increasing the dividend. They want to become a dividend king, so they figure out a way to keep increasing the dividend if they can. Okay? So if you're young and you don't think you can handle buying rental property, maybe dividend paying stocks. Or say you got $1 million net worth, not counting your primary residence. Other options are mineral rights and oil drilling, natural resources, commodities. There's ways to invest in salt, sugar. I've never done that, don't recommend it. There's ways to invest in art, there's ways to invest in wine, there's ways to invest in farmland, there's ways to invest in companies, there's ways to invest in mineral rights, which is buying the surface underneath the surface of the land underneath the surface of the land, and any oil or natural gas or liquid natural gas comes out, you get a percentage of the revenue off of that. But you usually got to be accredited to do any of these things. I have an investment in a tequila distillery, investment in Mexico. You have to be accredited to do that. I recently initiated the process to buy another investment into a pipeline in the Gulf of Mexico. You got to be accredited to do this. Okay, these are 2 businesses. Businesses are different. When you invest in a business, odds are you're going to be locking up your money for a period of time, but then you might get healthier payments back. But if you want to live off of it, you better have other money coming in, because you're locking that money up for a while. Okay, some investments are like that. Some investments, like maybe you get farmland, maybe they just pay out once a year. Maybe it's a big check, maybe it's a little check, but you're not getting the monthly income. If you get dividend stocks, if they pay out quarterly, and you get a collection of them, they will probably be paying out 12 months a year. Because if you get 20 different stocks and they all pay dividends, one might pay the quarterly dividend in April, one might pay it in May, and so on and so on. So basically, if you get enough of them, you're probably covering basically all 12 months of the year. If you get rental property, you're getting a rent check, hopefully all 12 months of the year. If you get mineral rights to me is the most passive investment I have ever had. No expenses, no liability, no risk per se. There is risk, but no risk per se. That has never missed a payment. When I've been told the day my revenue will come out, I've been investing in this for 3 years now, it comes out that day. Sometimes it comes out a little bit early because it's a holiday. It comes out on the 25th of the month. Christmas is the 25th of the month. So I got my revenue on the, I don't know, 22nd or 21st, or excuse me, I spit, 20th, 21st, something like that. Okay. My oil drilling is more inconsistent. I was told, I was told the revenue should have come out yesterday. I don't always get my statement the second it comes out. As of earlier this morning when I checked my bank, the revenue wasn't in there, so did it come out or did it not come out? Will it be in my bank when I check it later today? Maybe. Maybe it'll be there tomorrow, or maybe I'll get my statement. Maybe it's coming in right now. My monthly statement's coming in. I don't know. I do know the dollar amount. I asked what the dollar amount is. So I know how much I'm getting on that investment. I did get my rent emails yesterday. I know how much I'm getting on those investments. So the point of all this is you just got to get started. But you got to dance along the way, right? You got to enjoy life because there's no guarantee tomorrow is going to come. There's no guarantee of that. So along the way, learn to love drinking tea. Learn to love drinking coffee. Learn, if you so desire, and this is a tough one for me to say, it's a tough one for you to do, but learn to enjoy a single beer maybe, or a single glass of wine. Just one. Because if you start drinking 2, 3, 4, 5, that's how addictions start. Okay, so you got to be careful with that. So that's why I'm hesitant to say something like that. If you got a strong enough personality, and even with strong personality, you got to be careful. So drink tea. Drink as much tea. Learn to like fruit. Eat a mango, eat a papaya, eat an apple, eat an orange, eat a banana, eat plantains, eat broccoli, eat kale, eat leaves, eat leafy greens, buy some radicchio. Go to your supermarket. I don't know where you live at. Go to the produce section. Find something that you've never bought before. Odds are you're carrying your cell phone with you. If you don't know what it is, Google whatever the label says. Maybe it's fennel, F-E-N-N-E-L, I think it is, fennel. Maybe you've never had it before. You've heard fennel, so Google it on your phone. How do you eat it? How do you cook it? Maybe you see radicchio. Maybe you see broccoli sprouts. It's in a little plastic thing. Maybe you see pomegranates, whatever. Maybe you see persimmon. Maybe you see, I pronounce it yucca, that's how they pronounce it here in Panama. Yucca, Y-U-C-A. It's like a brown tree root, it looks like. Do you ever see that in your supermarket? If you're in the U.S. and you see it, be careful, because my experience is a lot of times it'll be rotten on the inside. Not always, but a lot of times. And until you become experienced with it, you just don't know. Do you ever eat watermelon? Have you ever bought a dividend-paying stock? Have you ever bought a rental property? Do you own a mineral right? Have you invested in working interest in oil drilling? Have you bought into a company? Have you bought into art? Have you bought into an investment in wine? What have you done with your life? What are your New Year's Eve plans? All right. So that being said, I rambled enough. Now I'm going to wrap this video up. Everyone have a great day. Stay safe in all you do. Count down to 2024. Let me know what you are planning to do, and let me know what your goals are for 2024. Have a great day. Mazskes signing out.